Welcome back to The Exchanger. I'm your host, Ben, and today I'll be bringing you a Cybertruck update because the first Cybertruck rolled off the production line at Giga Austin 2 days ago, only 1,332 days after the original Cybertruck announcement. I'll quickly let you know my thoughts on why the Cybertruck was so delayed, as well as why Tesla is going to sell way more than you think. To keep this part brief and to the point, it is abundantly clear to me that the reason for Cybertruck's delays is because of Model Y demand. This was immediately clear to me as soon as Tesla Model Ys began rolling off the line at Giga Austin. Since the announcement of Model Y, it has become the largest selling vehicle, not electric vehicle, but vehicle on the planet. So there was no reason for Tesla to shift their resources anywhere other than fulfilling demand for Model Y. Now that we got that out of the way, let me explain to you why demand and production for Cybertruck is going to far exceed your expectations. Starting with the way it looks, Cybertruck is a real head turner. Everybody's got an opinion on this thing. I happen to love it. You can let me know what you think in the comments, but everybody has an opinion about it and people will be talking about this car for a long time. Not to mention the infamous glass-breaking moment at the event. All publicity is good publicity, if you know what I'm saying. While I happen to think that the Cybertruck's design is very, very cool, I believe that more people will be buying it for the specs, so let's have a look. At the Cybertruck announcement, the dual-motor variant cost $49,900, has 300 miles plus of range, a 0 to 60 time of 4.5 seconds, and a 10,000-pound tow rating. My personal estimate has the cost coming in at around $59,900, 350 miles of range, 0 to 60 of around 4.5 seconds, and the original 10,000-pound tow rating as well. So let's compare Tesla Cybertruck to their competition, the Ford Lightning XLT. For $7,000 more, you can get a whopping 240 miles of range, a 0 to 60 time of 4.5 seconds, 5,000-pound tow rating, half of Cybertruck, far inferior unintuitive infotainment, inferior safety technology, inferior self-driving technology, inferior charging technology, and most importantly, inferior bulletproofness.
Oh my God.
Anyways, you get the point. It's really a no contest here. The F-150 Lightning is more expensive, gets less range, and half of the towing capacity of the Cybertruck. Moving on to a more competitive vehicle, the Rivian R1T dual motor. The Rivian R1T is really a fantastic truck. I got to drive one for about an hour, and it was just a really good driving experience. That being said, Rivian should sell loads of them, and if you have the extra bucks, picking between a Cybertruck and a Rivian R1T, you really couldn't go wrong with either. So now let's get into the specs. For what would be $20,000 more, depending on the real price of Cybertruck, the $79,000 R1T has 350 miles of range, 3.5 seconds 0 to 60, 11,000-pound tow rating, a decent infotainment system, inferior safety features, inferior self-driving capabilities, inferior charging tech, and once again, inferior bulletproofness. The problem with the Rivian R1T dual motor is clearly the price. It's $20,000 more. So if you have the extra bucks, you can't really go wrong choosing between the Cybertruck and the Rivian R1T. That being said, I believe that Rivian will have strong demand for their trucks, just not anywhere near what Tesla will have because of the price of the car. When talking about demand for trucks or cars in general, you need to understand that a linear decrease in cost leads to an exponential increase in affordability. That is going to be crucial in understanding Cybertruck demand. In the more expensive pickup market, Cybertruck should crush the Rivian. The specs are so much better, it's not even close. That being said, the Cybertruck specs were released in November 2021, so they are subject to change. But I believe that the specs will be closely met, just at a different price. So, Cybertruck will still blow out the Rivian. Taking a look, the tri-motor Cybertruck has 500 plus miles of range, probably will come in at around 500, a 0 to 60 time of 2.5 seconds, a 14,000-pound tow rating, which compares to the Rivian R1T quad motor, coming in at 328 miles of range, a 0 to 60 time of 3 seconds, and an 11,000-pound tow rating. Clearly, between cost, performance, and looks of Cybertruck, Tesla should be seeing no demand shortage anytime soon. As of right now, they have $1.5 million $100 deposits that are fully refundable down for this Cybertruck. How many of these are going to be converted into actual sales? Your guess is probably as good as mine. But what I do know is that as these things start hitting the road, demand will skyrocket, and this 1.5 million number could be realized very, very shortly, maybe within 3 years even. You might be wondering how it could be possible for Tesla to manufacture 1.5 million Cybertrucks in just 4 years. And that boils down to Tesla's engineering through first principles thinking. Tesla begins the design process of their cars with manufacturing in mind. These cars are meant to be mass produced, and Cybertruck is no different. To put this statement in perspective, Tesla Model Y in Shanghai takes 2.5 hours to complete. For Ford to create a Ford Explorer, it takes them 10 times longer, approximately 25 hours to complete one car. That is absolutely incredible speed from the Tesla team. From an investor's perspective, all of this is important because, as Gary Black points out, Wall Street is modeling just 160,000 deliveries in 2025, a number that will turn out to be remarkably low, given that Tesla is planning 375,000 annual production of this vehicle when fully ramped. To wrap it up, Tesla is going to have huge demand for Cybertruck to the tune of over 1 million vehicles, and when these walking billboards hit the road, demand is certainly not going to slow down. Tesla will have the ability to meet demand for this product because they design their vehicles with manufacturing in mind. Expect Cybertruck to be the top-selling vehicle in the year 2025. That's it for today's video. If you gained a new insight or learned something new, please consider subscribing, hit that red button, and as always, the Exchanger signing off. Peace!